Hey guys, SirVern back here. Hey guys, SirVern back here. Hey guys, SirVern back here, and I'm sure I'm gonna make some people mad with this video, but I don't care. I'll just give my opinion. I'm in a gaming funk. Okay, something's going on. Every game I choose, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not into it. There's parts of the game that just don't click with me, and I really wanted to love this game. The game looks cool. It got all these awards and everybody was talking about it, but not every game is for everybody. And I've been playing a lot of indie games lately where the graphics are kind of terrible, so I was looking forward to a game that really pushes the PS5 Pro to its limits. And let me start off by saying that the game has some positive aspects. Like, I do think that the presentation is awesome, but we'll get into it. So, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. This game came out this year. Everybody loves it. And unfortunately, I don't think I do. I'm about 4 hours, maybe 5 hours in. And I think I'm just done with it already. The presentation, like I said, is incredible. I really do think it looks really good. It's almost like a movie, and the cutscenes are done really well. But there's a few things I don't like about it so far. I say it looks good. I do think it looks okay. And normally, I keep notes right here. And normally I start off and already give graphics a score, because that one's pretty easy right off the bat. And this one's kind of weird. Like, it looks good, but the effects I don't love. I don't love, like, it's almost like too bright, and it just doesn't. It almost looks like that scene if you've played GTA 5 where you're tripping. It's just too colorful, too bright. Just not for me. I don't love the graphic style. Like, it's kind of hard to explain. Like, the character models look good, but I don't love the environments, I guess. Everything's kind of weird, and just not a lot of stuff is explained right off the bat. I know I'm only 5 hours into what is probably a 30-40 hour story. I don't know. But let's see. The art style I wrote is trippy, just not for me. Okay, like, my wife's watched me at the beginning, and she's like that. She was just listening to the story, and she already just kind of knew it just wasn't for me. Just certain aspects of the story I didn't love. It's weird that it's like set in France, and they're all French names, but they speak English. That's kind of weird. I kind of looked past that, and it's a fictional world, whatever. The designs you see, just like right here, I don't love the character, like the enemy designs. Of course the humans are humans, but like, I don't know. I got to one character, a trumpet guy. First of all, it's incredibly frustrating to fight the guy, but he looks dumb. I just don't like the style, the art direction, the character designs. You get to this underwater level, which I could not stand. I don't like the level design where there's no, like, waypoints. And you're trying to make your way through this confusing world where everything looks the same, and certain areas it looks like you can go to, but you can't get through. You'll get caught up on certain items by jumping. It's just, it's kind of rough around the edges. Like, navigation is kind of lame. It's linear but annoying, because, like, it looks like you can go some places, but you can't go. You can zip. It's almost like there's a certain place you can climb, there's a certain place you can zip to, but it's confusing. It's hard. Navigation is frustrating. That's what I wrote. QTEs are fun sometimes in games. Like, I don't really mind them, but this game might overdo them a bit. Combat is QTE heavy, which surprised me. I thought that QTEs weren't popular anymore, QuickTime events in games. This combat is that's it. You have to pay attention. I don't love games where you have to memorize enemy patterns or attacks. Like, that is just I don't like games like that. maybe that's the reason like Elden Ring and stuff like that just doesn't click with me. I don't like games like that where it's just you learn the enemy and then that's it. Like they do the same thing every time, which is just annoying. And speaking of that, the enemies in this game respawn. So if you go to the little flag, the expedition flag, and you rest, all the enemies respawn. It just gives me a lot of Elden Ring vibes, and I'm not a huge fan of Elden Ring or Souls games in general, but let me say, like, the water here looks incredible. Some of the worlds do look good. There's a lot of collectibles in this game. I'm not a big collectible guy, you know. It, so the voice acting is good. I think the voice acting is really good. Writing is kind of not for me, but the voice acting is really good. No map, like, so I wouldn't have as much problem with navigation in this game. First of all, if the levels design were better, like you can see here, and this isn't a great example, but you can't go everywhere that it looks like you might be able to go just because it's blocked off invisible walls. They try to make it pretty and look bigger than it is, but anyway, some of the levels look so similar that you can't figure a way, and there's no map. Now, if you're in the open world, the enemies are big and you're small, which I can kind of look past that, but I only made it to that part once. That has a map, but if you're in the little different worlds or levels, there is no map, which is annoying. I think I did mention this, but the enemies, I definitely mentioned this. The enemies are just, there's not a ton of different variety in each level, and they just respawn and respawn. And there's one level, or trophy, sorry, to get to level 99, and I don't want to do that. Here you can see there's 81 collectibles. That's a trophy to get all these collectibles. I can't stand collectibles, and I can already tell you, I probably won't finish this game now. I'm definitely not going back to get the platinum on this game. No waypoints, level design's trash. Repetitive enemies that also respawn, which is annoying. In the story, I touched on this a bit, is a little confusing. You know, I'm sure it gets way deeper into the story, but it doesn't. Some of the stuff just doesn't make sense, and you're learning as you go. So that may be a dumb argument, but I do not love the story so far. And I think that's my main issues with the game. Like, it's okay. You know, that's the way I feel about it. I'm looking for a game right now that just clicks with me. This level did look cool, but like every door was locked. And then the enemies just... enemy designs just kind of killed it for me. I can't stand it. It's just kind of quirky, maybe is the term. I don't like that. I don't love that. I don't love the design in this game. I cannot wait to go watch reviews of this game because I think this got a ton of awards, and I can see the effort put into the game. Like, I'm not 100% trashing the game, because you know the effects look cool. Like, this environment looks pretty cool. It seems like it can be challenging. It could be challenging. I mean, but another thing I can't stand about this game is the trophies. Like, you should be able to... I hate games that allow you to get the platinum and beat the game on easy. I could just set this game to easy and go through it real quick. And I know people that will do that just for the story, but I don't love the story. At first I was like, you know, the combat's pretty cool because it keeps you engaged, and but it's a lot to it. You're constantly... every character is completely different, which I don't love. You know, it's like every one you have to kind of learn how they play. Now I do like the presentation where it's very quick, it's snappy menus. That's really cool. So there's certain great things about this game, but there's a lot of, like, I don't know, maybe it's just not the right time for me to play this game or something. And I'm sure a lot of people love this game, but I'm not one of them, man. Does anybody else agree with me, or am I the only one that is just you know, I don't hate the game, but it's just not something... I have nearly 1,000 physical video games, not counting digital. I'm not going to spend a ton of time going through games like this that are just not 100% clicking with me, that I don't love. So Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you like this game? Is this your game of the year? I don't know if this got game of the year, but I know it was highly thought of. A lot of people love this game. But anyway, I don't. I don't think this game is great. It's not for me. Maybe it's just not for me right now. But I just don't think I'll finish this game. Anyway, SirVern out.